What's good? This is Dan Main, and we are back live on WDAM, the real radio station for the real cybersecurity professionals. Oh, this morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a little bit of purple teaming of that ass. Yeah, man, what's up? We are gonna get started and get into it. So what you see here is Splunk, and then you have a domain joined Windows 10, which we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into a lot of that this week. So the whole week is Purple Team Week, and everybody can learn something. I'm gonna tell you right now, even me, everybody, 100% of people. I don't even care if you don't even do this. You're still gonna learn something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I can see you guys commenting, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so the reason I'm passionate about purple teaming, two things. For me, of course, it helps in my job. If I'm hunting a specific threat actor, APT, etc., you name it, I can run scenarios and see the traffic in a scene like Splunk, and then I can use Zeek to break it down. I can use Sysmon to look at what's going on the host, and then I can use other things. I don't know. I'm not thinking right now. The second reason I'm passionate about it is this. I get to see which tools have the best tradecraft. Like LDAP Nom Nom versus, what's the other one? Kerberoot. I get to see, boom, LDAP Nom Nom has the best tradecraft. And so that's probably what attackers will use. So that's what I'm going to use until I figure out how to detect that, etc. I definitely don't want to use old tools that get detected all the time or are loud. What am I doing? How did that happen? This is not what I want. So we're just gonna get into it. There's really nothing else to say other than to get started. So I'm going to make my little circle here. I call it my John Hammond circle, really small, and start. So let's log into Splunk. First, I want to kind of call out some of the reasons why. Change me. I want to call out. Okay, I might not want what I'm seeing here. Let's make sure we didn't go over our data really quick. I don't think we did. I don't really even know how to do that. It says check mark here. Okay, I don't know what you mean. License warnings. Okay. It says I have used today. Is that total? What? Today? Yo, I hope you didn't mess up my live stream with this. How was that today? I didn't do anything. Wow. It says Sunday, August 16. So I'm trying to see if I went over my allow usage for the day for data. And it's 500 gigs. 500 gigs. Or does that sound right? Oh, it's 500 gigs. I think I should be fine. Oh, damn, I'm tripping. That's 1 gig, bro. I'm good. It's 500 gigs. So I'm good. Man, I'm tripping. It says use though. Okay. I'm just making sure that we didn't go over the 500 gigs. And I'm pretty sure we didn't. All right, let's go back. I was tripping for a minute. It is early. All right, so we still got room. First thing I want to do is warm us up. Damn, clear, bro. So this box that you see is compromised by me. And we are going to do I have Netcat on here? No, I don't. Let me see. So what I could do, I have my Kali open too, which is somewhere. Kali next. Let's see if I can put that there. Can I do that? Yes. So you see Caldera here, which we're not going to touch Caldera today. We just know that Caldera is dope, and I do have a Caldera agent on the victim, which again, if I'm testing out techniques and things like that, Caldera is a game changer, it's a lifesaver, etc. And I love it. Splunk is free. Yes and no. Splunk allows, is it gigs or megabytes? Damn, Splunk free. Splunk is free up until, I don't know if it's gigs or megabytes. It's megabytes. Damn, okay. It's free up into 500 megabytes. So we may be SOL today. I thought it was gigs. That sucks actually. But you can use it up to 500 megabytes. Whew, we might have some trouble today. But yeah, it's free to an extent. Let's see if I can even detect traffic, because we might have to change the whole video. Hopefully not. What? Give me Splunk. All right, let's just do a search. Let's just nip this in the bud right now. We'll do a 1 minute search. Index equals star. We should have something in here. Okay, we got stuff recently, so we must still be collecting. So we are not gonna trip. We're gonna keep going. Back to my Kali. I want to go ahead and start a I want to go ahead and start a, where are we? Home, Kali, work, with HDB, dub, and I think I have a Netcat 64 in here. So yeah, speaking of stuff that might come up this week, I have like this domain that I have. I got like 2,500 users in it, and there's vulnerabilities and stuff like that all over the place. And we're gonna hunt all of that stuff later this week. And I'm glad to have my own environment now where I can detect stuff. This is dope. So I'm gonna say Python MHTTP server 888. What? Why didn't it work? Okay. Did it just, did we get, need to get the IP address here. IP. And again, I'm gonna pick on Netcat for a minute. 192.168. What is it? 58.135.488. Cat XC. Oh, damn. Can't do that there. I got Atomic Red Team 2. I think we're actually messing with, when we warm up, I'm gonna mess with Atomic Red Team. So you got some cool stuff. 58.135. Cat EXE, I think. It should be a thing. I don't understand. So I installed Pimp My Kali on my Kali Linux, and things are weird now. Okay, there is what I was looking for. 80, and then we'll just save it as O Netcat exe. And so it should be getting it now. Adult. $56. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that. All right, it got it. Yes, it did. So we're gonna just say netcat exe 192.168 58.135 port 443, and then we could say thank you here, and then listen on port 443, and then we're gonna look at the traffic here to see what we could see. I actually don't know if I want to look at the traffic like this though, because actually I do want to look at it as Wireshark for this one, or maybe both. I want to look at it in Wireshark. I want to look at it in Splunk to see any alerts, and skip this version. We don't need that version. What? Maybe you gotta do it as administrator. If not, we could just always do Wireshark on Kali. Should be fine. Yep. Nope. So we're just gonna switch to Kali and do the Wireshark here. But what I want to show you is something like this fundamentally wrong with with Netcat. And I'm not going to show you how to fix that here because I don't feel like dealing with it, but yeah, I'm going to do all of the things here in a few minutes. I think it's ETH1 actually. Yep, it's ETH1. And wow, it's a lot going on there. Let us filter. Actually, let's use like another port, not 443. Then here we'll say IP port or port something. I don't remember how to do this. Port. I don't know. Shit. Bear with me, bro. Wireshark isn't the SC port source port. IP. This would be a lot easier than this. How do you do ports? This is ridiculous. Let's do IP adder equals 192.168 56.135. Let's just listen here. Hey, I don't know if you could see, but I have beacon going. We're gonna get into that later this week, but we got a beacon going, and we probably want to be a little bit more stealthy than that. I don't know. It is what it is. Can you guys see that? I know that's like mad small. I'm gonna actually look on my phone and see if I can see it. So I want to make the presentation as good as possible here. So we're just gonna get into it. There's really nothing else to say. Whoa! We don't want to hear other than to get. Let me see. I'm looking at it on my phone just to make sure that. Ooh, that's small. Yeah, that's crazy small. So we're gonna have to make this bigger. So Splunk is just notoriously small. I don't understand why. But then if it's too big, then you don't get the whole picture. But yeah, Wireshark is another thing that I may not be able to do anything about. But I don't know. When I get to the thing, I'll try to make it bigger. All right, so we're capturing there. We're going to listen here. Why are they asking me? Oh, because of this sudo. And then we should be able to connect. What? That slash. Is it that slash or this slash here? That should connect. Did I do the port right? No, I didn't. I mean the IP 56135, and that should be connecting. So we have a connection. Not quite. I think I have to do something else. Yeah, I had to do something else. Something like that, right? I think it's on this side, E, C, and D. I think it would have been bash over here. Something, I don't know. But let's do that. And then let's send this netcat thing here. And then boom, we have a shell, right? Oh, yeah. I don't know how well this is gonna go because it's super like low down at the bottom. Actually, let's just exit. We don't have to put up with that. And then this again. And so now we should be good. So I'm gonna type who am I, and then like, and then a net stat, something like that, right? And then I'm gonna go to my Wireshark. I think I'm capturing it wrong. No, that's right. And I'm gonna stop. And all I have to do, and you've probably seen this before, is follow TCP stream here. I wish I could make this bigger. But as you see, I see every single thing that's going on. Every single thing that's going on. You know, I see the little shell that I got, and I see the net stat, and then all of this. So the cure to this is to run, what was that other command? It's not ncat. There are ways, and I've seen it by like watching real world stuff where people will make a piped, they'll make a piped shell, and then they'll use a certificate with it, and it's super dope, and it's all encrypted. So that's one of the reasons why, even though we use it all the time and stuff in Hack the Box, but that is one of the reasons why Netcat just isn't gonna fly, right? Nobody's gonna use Netcat unless they're just trying to like prove a point. I wish I could make that bigger. I can't make it bigger, or maybe I can. Let's see. This is gonna get ridiculous down the road. But just you guys take my word for it if you can't see it. That is an output of a net stat. That is my who am I command, etc. We just get warmed up. Apply. I think that should be a little bit better. Keep the Wireshark here. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. It's a little bit hectic for me right now. Just make that big. Wow. Okay. But yes, you can see everything that you do, which to most people probably they're like, duh, right? Because you got a just a regular TCP connection. But to others, it's like, yeah, I've really never thought about that. But we just know that part. Let's see if it set off any alerts on our WEF. So a WEF is a web. What's good, man? What's good? What's good in MapJack? Let's see if it set off any alerts on our, get me out of there, on our WEF. Or what is it called? Windows Event Forwarder. So 56135. That is not how you do that. That is not how you do that. I was about to screw that up. So it's been about 5 minutes, so we'll do 5 minutes. Okay, so we have this, not much. So this is, I don't know what that is actually. I do know, but I don't know who actually did that. I'll show you some malware in here, and I'll show you that the way that I did it. What is event type for? Registry, add, object, or delete. We don't want event type 4. It's a lot of that. You do is say, and not event type equals 4. We don't want that right now. I haven't done anything in the registry. Event type 0. Process is exited. What logs are you ingesting? It's a good question. I am ingesting, nah, more than that. Let's go back. So Zeek, Suricata, event logs, I'm ingesting Osquery, and then Sysmon. It hasn't popped up yet. The Sysmon got the whole thing covered pretty much. I got a lot of stuff on here. I just like spent the whole weekend like making sure that I was good to hunt myself. Oh yeah, here's Sysmon here. What am I talking about? But yeah. Oh, last 5 minutes though. Let's do. Damn, I forgot where I was going with that. Let's just do source type event log. No. Well, Microsoft Sysmon. Yeah, this is what I want. And I don't want you. And let's see what we got. We didn't get any error. I mean, things for, we should have gotten something for our Netcat. Like there should be something in here that says like, yo, you ran Netcat. I don't know if this is correct though. We could also, what we could also do is just put Netcat exe in here, and we should have some. Nothing. Oh, here it is. Here we are. There's just one. Technique ID, process hollowing. So this is pretty dope. So this Sysmon has extra rules and detections in it. Process hollowing, I don't know about that. I don't think we did any of that. But boom, right? I just don't understand how that is process hollowing. What process did you hollow? It's just like, I don't know. We might be having some trouble because I think we're reaching our quota. No, we're not. Or maybe you are. This ain't even a whole bunch, man. What I should have done is turned off turned off turned off all of my stuff and then turned it back on before I started messing with it again. But yeah, you saw netcat.exe. The next thing that I want to toy with is I want to toy with what is that tool? Damn. Bloodhound. I want to mess with Bloodhound to see how much we get and how we can make that less loud, and see what we see. So I'm gonna just damn, why does that happen? I don't want you to mess with my resolution. I mean my zoom here. Craziness. Let's get the domain, the IP address for the domain controller, which I'm gonna do off screen here. And just like IT Sec Labs, I'm using Vagrant, so that's pretty dope. I would say. So what I'm gonna do, I can exit this, clear, and then blood, commander blood. I think it is gonna be 192.168.56.102, and then we'll say win domain. I wish they would have called it something more creative. And then vagrant. And so we'll make sure that our Splunk is listening on, not listening, but like, good here. I don't want it to keep running. Stop. Just stop. And then we're gonna run this. Oh, can't run it like that. Run it in the bash. Actually, I don't want it in that folder. Let's do cd home, Cali, work, home lab. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll put something like there, 10, 17. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna go into that. And then now we'll run this command. It's gonna get a lot of output, or we should get a lot of output. So it found it, and so now let's see what's going on in Splunk. Okay, there's some stuff here. There's some alerts going off. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's a whole bunch to get back though. I'm telling you right now. It's a whole bunch to get back. So we're not gonna go into the Bloodhound thing today, but we are going to see if we can see some alerts on this. And then how we can clean that up. I just keep saying that, but I'm excited about it. You know what I don't see? I don't see any. Let's see if I did the IP address right. This is my DC, 56102. Not seeing a whole bunch. So it did connect, but then it's like, what are you doing, bro? Maybe I don't have anything to prevent anything, all right? But I just gotta make sure that I don't have that on. Oh, 192.168.56, and the Cali. Keeps forgetting what the Cali is. Caldera, bro. Dope. 135. Okay, so there is things. There are things here. This is Zeek. It looks like Zeek, which is like another way to. Zeek is default with Windows now. I thought that was dope. Yep. Default with Windows now. We don't have much like I thought we would have. Though we have a lot going on here. Connection timed out. Bro, stop playing though. Connection timed out, why? Oh, seriously? It's still adding stuff. Like I started building my domain yesterday. It's still adding stuff. Damn, son. That's ridiculous. All right, let's see if we got anything now. Like, that's crazy. We can't do a successful bind to LDAP for some reason. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna restart. I'm doing it on my other screen over here. We're gonna start the restart the domain controller. It should be up really quickly, so we ain't tripping. So we don't really have anything here yet. So what I could do is I could just skip. I was gonna show everyone this like later on this week, but what we can actually do is just start messing with Caldera. It's fine. You know, forget it. So Caldera is dope, first of all. Second of all, so it is not, so Caldera is not like it's not like Cobalt Strike or anything like that. This is strictly a cyber threat emulation. This is stuff like, I want to emulate it. Like when you think of Caldera, people think of like red teams, or what you really should be thinking of is like emulating actual real world threats. So what I have here as an agent is I have an agent on the Win10 box. They call it Shaggy or whatever. I don't know what's going on. But notice that the user, the executable name is Splunk D. I think I can change that if I want, but just, you know, that's just to, you know, get you warmed up to the fact that, you know, once we start messing with agents, it's like, hey, maybe I want to use something that's already on the box. So if I'm not mistaken, this just looked at an executable that was already there and just took the name, put it on our agent, and just placed it somewhere else. I think that's what happened. So the way that this works is you click, what is it? I think you click access, and then you select your agent and then run an ability. And then you could do any of these things. Like for me, the things that I'm interested in are persistence, command and control, exfiltration are the three for me. If I could find something in those lanes, then I can walk them back. I don't care about privs because things privs all the time. I don't care about lateral movement because that's incredibly difficult in today's organizations. Initial access, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they have initial access. Reconnaissance, don't care about that because there's going to be a lot of false positives there. And then so forth, you know, execution, everything, a lot of things execute, right? So I'm not really concerned with that as well. It's going to be persistence, command and control, and exfiltration. So we're going to try persistence first. And we're gonna try to find an ability right here that that's interesting. We don't want something that is gonna look like plain Jane vanilla. We could start with something like this because I don't know if there's a way to detect that yet. So I could just click that and then choose the ability. So I don't know. This requires execution from an Exchange client access server in the creation. Okay, so we don't have that, so we have to keep going. What about you? We don't have Office on the box. So I don't understand how that would work, right? We don't have Office on there. But to you red teamers out there, so of course there's a way to red team where you just like guessing around and things like that. But this is the premier way to red team. This is, I get a lot of hate for that too, which, you know, I don't, I'm only bringing the fact that I get a lot of hate up because I know that it's the right thing. When people start like disliking your videos and things like that, that means you are hitting a nerve. Let me tell you red teamers out there something. Yes, it's fun to go up against the blue team and win and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with having good old fun. But when you are doing things in the name of organizational progress, you need to understand that you are doing everything for a reason. Everything, including running red team simulations. So damn, I lost my track of what I was going to do. Lost track of what I was going to do because I wanted to talk about that. What was I doing? I don't know. It'll come to me later. Everything that you do. Oh, I was seeing if we had Office on here, which I'm pretty sure we don't. You know, everything that you do, you need to emulate a threat, or else you're not helping anybody. So that's why Caldera is important. We have a lot of other things. We got a lot of other tools to mess with, but Caldera lets you say, hey, this is an exact technique from MITRE ATT&CK. This is an exact technique from APT, whatever. Let's follow what APT 29 would do in a chain of events. And then let's get that PCAP, save it, and then we can always go back to that PCAP. Now, that's not foolproof because not only do APTs and attackers advance their craft, but they're also using, they're also building infrastructure and they're tearing it down. So they'll build an infrastructure of several redirectors and team server chains or whatever we want to call it. And then once they're done with their attack, they can, just like that with a command, tear it down and rebuild it. We can't emulate that because we just can't. But what we can do is we can emulate everything that their tools would do. Let's try this one. Create a modified system process. I think you're able to see that. I'm just making it mad big. And then choose an ability. Replace the service binary with alternate binary. I think you got to be admin on the box. Obfuscator base 64. Wow, that's crazy. We'll just execute, see what happens. Fax values cannot be empty. What do you mean? I don't know. I've never done this before. Do we have to know a service we want to replace? I don't really care. PowerShell get service. Let's do Xbox Auth Manager. I don't care. Let's go back. XBL, Xbox Live Auth Manager. So XBL Auth Manager. Is that how you spell that? I know I trip it sometime. Yep, that's how you spell it. So let's go back to our Caldera here. Execute. But yeah, and it says it executed. So in progress, and we'll make sure that succeeds there. But yeah, a lot of people put out videos on red teaming, and red teaming is not, it says it's failed. Wow. Okay, let's look at the output here. So this is what it's gonna look like in PowerShell logs. We're not gonna look for that because I'm kind of showing you how that looks. We'll probably look for that in another video, and or maybe we'll look for it depending on if we get stuck. But then that's the output there. I don't know, something like that. PowerShell Invoke download. Let's run another ability. I want to do something in persistence because that's like it. If you can't persist, if you can't persist, then it's like, what's the point? So blue team winning, what does that look like? That's I think that's two ways. But again, it's gonna be up to the organization. But let me, like for me, there are scenarios where the white team, or they call them something like that, which is like the middle, the people that are like both sides, like the administrators of the exercise, they'll tie the blue team's hands behind their back and say, there's certain things you can't do because if you do them, you'll keep the red team out. Now that's total bullshit, but it happens. In those cases, you have to just sit and wait to get compromised, and then once you get compromised, your boss puts you on the timeline and says you have these many hours or these many days to come up with a report on everything that the red team did. And then it's all about getting a percentage. Maybe they want you to hit 80% of what they did, 70%, 40%, whatever the case. I've been in situations where there are multiple red teams. I think the last one I did was like one dude did like straight up vanilla PowerShell Empire, and then there was a second group that actually did some fancy stuff. So meeting a percentage is one way, and then detecting the red team before they get domain admin. But again, that's a certain set of rules that is starting like at a starting lineup, and you both get to do whatever you need to do. Those are more fun and things like that. But again, if your blue team is more incident response, they're gonna just basically tie your hands behind your back until the red team does everything they need to do. And then not only do you have to find everything they did, but then you have to do forensics and make sure that you can tell the whole story. It's not as fun, but it simulates a real world thing. Yeah, that. But then it's also about, all right, can we patch everything in a certain amount of time? But yeah, at the end of the day, if you want to talk about actual winning versus losing, the red team is going to win every time. And what I mean by that is the red team is going to perform more actions just out of the nature of being offensive. The defenders are going to, we want a threat hunt, but we got to be, because it's such short time, it's going to be more of a reactive thing. So I don't know if that made sense, but in terms of actions, the red team is always going to win. So the rules have to be something like, how much can you find in a certain amount of time? And if the red team is sneaky enough to not get caught, then they win. And then vice versa. I didn't want to do anything corny, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. Let's try. We don't have a web thing here. I didn't want to do anything corny, like, let's just do a domain account. It's fine. Yes, that is very stealthy. And we'll do execute. But yeah, when it comes to just purple team stuff, when it comes to being valuable as a red teamer, this is it. You see how easy this is, but it's effective. Success. We have success here. So we can instantly go back to our blue team hat and say, all right, that happened within a minute. So let's look at the logs here. We don't want to Zeke here. So we want to just not do Zeke. So we should have a minimum some Windows event logs from the WIF. Source. We don't care about you. Oh man. Nuts. I don't know. This is really a lot of fun when you're at work, because let's just do Sysmon. Source is Sysmon. Let's see if we can find that account that got created. Oh, we did. It says it's from command.exe, so that's not stealthy. But in one of my videos, I talked about the /C. As you see, like, a lot of times, like, there's a way to get around this, but it's to the point where you have to compile your. So if you are an actual threat hunter, no, let me take that back. If you're an actual threat emulator, you don't want to run any of your commands like this. So even though this comes from a big tool like Caldera, and Caldera is like super established, if you really want to emulate a threat, you need to compile this in a way that is argumentless. That's tough, but yeah, you don't want arguments hanging off of everything you do, because I'm gonna catch you, like, for reals. Like that's gonna be so easy for me to catch you that it's ridiculous. So yes, argumentless execution. Now again, that means that, like, let's say you want to create a user called anonymous logon, and then with this password. Well, that's gonna have to be compiled in your executable, which means that you got like one shot at it. And if you like screw up the password or whatever the case, like, you may have to have an executable to delete that and then redo it. So you can do this. We've done it we've compiled things in, you can do that in MSF Venom, but obviously that's going to get caught. So there are proofs of concept for proofs of concept. Is that how you say it? There are proofs of concept for argumentless execution and MSF Venom. When we did the try doing an NS lookup. Woo! We could do that actually. But argumentless. What was I going to say there? Yes, argumentless execution is the way ahead. You don't want to be out there like that. So let's try that. I'm gonna have to walk through the John Hammond video. So my live stream is gonna be a little bit weird, but we could do it. There's no problem. But yeah, that is the way ahead. What is it? NS lookup. So I think one thing that I have to do. All right. This dude, he has a. Whoa. Okay. I guess I'll show him on. I hope this doesn't give me a copyright strike or any craziness. Maybe it will. But according to what I'm looking at, the first thing that he does, I wish this was in a write-up. It probably is somewhere. But yeah, PowerShell Empire, that's good. What? All right. So the first thing that this dude does is he goes to Google Domains. Google Domains. I hope I could do this without having to pay. I'm all about that free, baby. I'm all about that 5-finger discount. 5. So the next thing that he does is it says sign in. I have to sign in and stuff. Verify that it's me. Next, they're gonna. Oh, I thought they were gonna text my phone or something. Get a new domain. I'm gonna do exactly what he did. He did Microsoft. No, he can't do Microsoft update. This is not gonna work. Oh, wow. Let's look for free, bro. Domain dot local. I don't know. Ending local doesn't exist. Let's try this. There should be a free one, and if not, I know where to get a free one from. Damn. 10th. Bro, did he pay $30 just to? Yeah, I'm trying to see what he did. Did he pay $30? Like, I'm not paying $30 just for. I'm crazy enough to do stuff like that, but not today. Yo, he bought. Yeah, he bought a domain name, bro. We're gonna have to figure something else out. Free domain name. I think there's a way. I've done it before where I've done it before where it's like, I forgot what it was. But I walked through a tutorial where it kind of, let's see if we can do it without that. Because at the end of the day, all I really got to do is, unless he's still hosting his, then I could just piggyback off of his, provided that we don't care anyway. It's a lab. We're just what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to ping his. I hope you don't mind. Look at that, bro. Let's ping Windows apps dot online. Praying that this is up. It does not seem to be up, bro. Yikes. He doesn't have it up. No address associated with that name, and let's look up. Yeah, he don't have it up, and let's look up. Does anybody have just a domain name? No answer. Ooh, that's hectic. We might have to come back to that because of things. I think TK is a free. Let's try that one then. Let's try that one. Man, Google always trying to get some money. Bro, hook me up with a free trial, man. Let's do $7. I don't care about $7. I can do $7. Check out. Oh, they got my information in here. They don't got my information, bro. How? Man, let me just type that over here. Which one did we go with? I don't want all that stuff to be on the screen. No, I would not like to receive and all of that, but we're gonna see if we can detect that, which we I'm gonna tell you how it's probably gonna look. Let's see if I can buy that. I think that card is expired. Damn ain't ID. Well, I definitely got a domain name now. Thanks to Rodnet. So that's a thing. So maybe I'll use that to go straight to my YouTube or something. I don't know. It's $7. It's fine. Let me go back to John Hammond's video and keep going. Come on, bro. I'm on a live stream. All right, we might have to come back to this. So when this is ready, we'll come back to that. I want to just go ahead and keep going. First of all, I got a lot going on right now. It's connected to the LDAP server, but then it's like stuck. It's timing out. So I'm gonna have to fix that as well. Is Vagrant, maybe Vagrant isn't a domain user that we can check by going here. So it's done. So we can go back to this. What is that? Okay, already getting Google spam, right? So according to what he does next, he goes to DNS and then he puts like type all of that. And then the data he puts is notepad.exe. Just I guess as a proof of concept. And then What else? What do you do after this? Save. All right, so next thing he does, this is actually pretty easy. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. So you clear, we're in PowerShell command. So he does PowerShell NS lookup Q. I know that's small, bro, bear with me. Let's actually make that pretty big. Font, let's do as big as possible. Text, but I did damn main.de 1. What? Well, first of all, we don't have to run PowerShell anymore because we're in a PowerShell prompt. Let's not do that. And then let's also run this as administrator. I don't know. For some reason, I thought this would be a lot harder. Run as administrator. Make sure nobody's talking. Yo, what's good, man? Another day, another dollar. Doing some purple team in a day. PowerShell. Boom, and that's lookup. Boom, boom, equals text, and then I did damn main.de, and then there's a 1 at the back. So something is definitely happening. What? I don't know. I don't know nothing about this, man. Oh. Let's try again. But that should have worked. Changes are published immediately, but may take time to propagate. Let's try this again. Notepad.exe. Save. Custom records are saved. So I think that worked. Try this again. So it says it may take a while or something. I don't know. I have to watch it back early for an engagement now. Dang. You didn't add the text record yet, right? All right, yeah, man. I'll catch you. I'll catch you on the flip side. You need to add a text record first with the command you want to run. So yeah, I'm just following the video here for what he's doing. So let's go back. Oh, so it sees it. So that's good. So I'm good here. So it's running the command at least, but I just need to change the command to be like, did that not work? Okay. So whatever he did, I'm not doing, but it's all in how we're formatting the when we put it in here. Oh, because he does it in quotes or something? Oh, I don't know. But so this he does it in PowerShell Empire, which is not, I don't think that's necessary. I'm not going that far into it. So he just does a simple, here, let's look up q text and then damn main.de. So that's our notepad.exe. So that's exactly how his is so far. So I think what he's gonna do next, okay, so he got the same error that I got. Oh, it finally worked for him after. So you have to run it in PowerShell. You have to run PowerShell within PowerShell. Wow. Okay. That's what we were screwing up. Okay. Oh man. There. That is my atomic red team thing, which I promised everybody we still would do, and I haven't forgot about you. So we're still gonna do that. But I do need to make sure that this works because I do need to detect this at work. What is this? Clear. What the hell? There we go. Boom, notepad. So we have command execution here. So all we have to do now, whew, it works. Alza Red is, if you made that up, bro, you a genius, man. You was a straight up G, bro. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna actually try to get a shell with this thing, and then I'm gonna try to see if I could find it. See if I can find it. Yeah, I'm just figuring it out, man, too, because this is all new to me. So I'm thinking what he's gonna have to do is, yeah, do a stage or whatever. I don't know if I want to do all of that. Let me see. Why not? We'll go through what he went through. Like, I don't think that it'll be too much of a stretch to go ahead and, I don't know why that's not working. Connection timed out. What does that say? I don't know. We'll figure that out. I hope that's not a problem with. So I updated a bunch of stuff in Kali. I hope that's not related to it. Anyway, let's go ahead and just do a PowerShell Empire. I think that's not how you do it. Server. So I got crazy stuff going on here. I got Caldera server. I got a Caldera server, and I should be able to, what am I doing? I should be able to just get a Caldera call back. Deploy an agent. Which one? Nah, this was buggy last night. That was just crazy buggy. But it's a lot easier. Actually, because all we have to do is from there base64 encode it. So we got a Sandcat. We have a Sandcat agent going. So if I did PowerShell, then attack C, and then did this, we should be fine, I guess. I don't know. So as a P2P agent, compile, red team agent with comma separated list extensions. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go that route. We're gonna just do the simple thing and use PowerShell Empire. So we have a server running. somewhere. So yes, we have a server. So now we have to do client, PowerShell Empire client. And then from here, what is that? What are you talking about? Attempting to connect. Okay, yeah, it's connected. So we should have server and client talking. Yes. And then I think it's like, I never use this often, so. Looking up what I'm supposed to do. What does he do next? I guess I could look up what I'm supposed to do, but I'd rather. So use listener HTTP here. And then I want to experiment with Java 3 Evasion 2. I'm very interested in that. Port for the listener. So what are you gonna do next? Set port. He does 9001. I'm gonna do 9001. And then this is executes. Oh, I gotta set name test2, I guess. What? So he executes. So that should execute. Boom. We good. All right, so from here, we need to say use stager. Stager, what did he do? He did Windows. What are you doing OS for? He did multi-launcher. Damn it. So I'm gonna be like the second video on the internet that did this. That's dope. Set listener HTTP. Then what did he do next? He executed. That's it? I feel like I didn't do enough. I feel like there was something I'm missing. Okay, hopefully not. Execute. What? I don't know what's going on here. I did the exact same thing he did. Invalid listener ID or name. What name do you have? This is crazy. Go. Options. What's it? List options. Yo, I do not know what to do. Let's see if he did something that I didn't do. So use listener. He set port to 9001. Oh, when I set the name, I'm supposed to do all of this stuff over again. So after I set, let's go back. And I'm supposed to set the name. The name is test2. And I execute. And set listener HTTP. Can I find? Damn, I'm screwing this up. It's easy. I just missed a step probably. Don't be intimidated by any of this. Servers, what are you doing? We set the port already. Execute, and then since that's already started, use listener, I think. Use stager. Multi-launcher, and then what else? It does execute, and then set listener HTTP and execute. Set name test2. What do you mean then? Set listener ID. Invalid listener ID. Where's the listener ID? Where is that? Set listen. All right, let's just start over. PowerShell Empire client. Maybe we didn't do it with sudo or something. I don't know. All right, let's try one more time. So first thing is to use listener HTTP. Use listener HTTP. Second thing to do, let's see what the name is set to. Test2 still, okay. Set port. This time we're gonna set the port to something like, it's fine. Set port to 4444. What? Okay, third is execute. Yes. Use listener HTTP. Set name is like 17 or something. I don't know. And then this is getting ridiculous. Set port to 4444. Execute. Set port 44445. All right, boom. And then anyway, use stager. Multi-launcher. And then he went execute. And then set listener HTTP. Execute. Invalid listener ID or name. I don't know what that means. So what we could do instead is just exit this. Yes. All of that was for nothing. What we could do though is we can go into Windows and we could just do let's just exit this, and then we could just Jesus, that was a lot of time down the drain, bro. We could, let's see how to do base 64 here. Where is that file? C was LSC when no atomic red team. Then it's like invoke atomic red team, and I think it's Netcat. So what we're gonna do is we're going to basically say 192.168.56.135 or and then ECMD, and that's going to be base 64 encoded. So we just echo this into, it's not as easy as bash. Actually, we have to do all of that. Oh man, damn. So here you just do X string message and then uncode a string. But why? All right, so X, and then we should be good. So there should be 2 X's and we should be good. Did something get confused here? No, did it wrong. X. So this should produce base 64. All right. So if I execute this here, PowerShell ENC, and then what was the command again? I don't forgot. Fuck. So we need to do all 4s. Sudo Netcat LVMP 4444 just to see if this works. Then go back into the here, and then how you do stop PowerShell ENC. I think that's all you really need to do there. Enter. That should have gave us a shell here. It did not. Certainly hanging as if it did. Certainly hanging. I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to this. This is taking way too long, but I mean, I believe it works. There it is. There's our shell finally. So what we could do is go here. Now that we have a working payload, we could say in our text record, I don't know if it's still with me. Why am I not in the domain? Sheesh. Manage custom records or something. So you do What? Why? Why would he do that? PowerShell IEX. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Nope, not doing that. All I have to do is PowerShell ENC and then this. Or, I mean, I appreciate the fact that he went the extra mile, but if I just want a proof of concept, I can just take this, copy it, which I don't think that's really copying, and then paste it here. Yeah, it worked. And then he put quotes around it, and then saved. And then if I keep my Kali, and if this doesn't work, bro, my bad, but we got to move on because, man, I sunk a lot of time into this. So yeah, our listeners listening, and if I'm here and then I say, where is that command? This same thing should work. Clear, boom, we should have a shell. Boom, it works. It works, bro. That works. So let's see if we could detect ourselves. Yeah, he was on to something. Let's see if we could detect ourselves. So that definitely works. So let's see what kind of logs we got from that. We should have, yeah, with those PowerShell logs. PowerShell pipeline, I don't care about any of that. Yeah, this is a lot to go through. So what you could do here is, oh, here it is. So it's gonna show up just like that. I wasn't playing. It's gonna show up just like that. So yeah, that's our purple teaming exercise for Alzared's avoiding the Invoke-Expression with DNS Records. But you don't have to do a Invoke-Expression. You could literally just do this. Like the Invoke-Expression is just overkill. So after all that, we got a few more minutes left. I don't know if I've still got anybody watch. Oh, four people. Got it. Good. So we got a few more minutes left. That was just mildly frustrating right there with the PowerShell Empire. Because PowerShell Empire is normally good to me. But for some reason today, maybe it's because, and just who am I here? Maybe though it's because I got like multiple things running. I got Caldera and I don't know. That doesn't really make sense given the name of the, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to figure it out. I want to, did I do persistence in Caldera? Because I wanted to do that. Thank you to that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Don't save. But I tell you, like, I'm glad you suggested that I do that because I do want to show YouTube that I belong here and I have a rightful spot as one of the premier ethical hacking and threat hunting YouTubers on YouTube. So, I mean, that was definitely a good suggestion to do that. But you don't even need IEX. IEX is I don't know if you watched the video, but John Hammond, like what he needed to do was he needed to host a text file somewhere else, and you don't even need to do that. So depending on what you want. So like keep in mind that mine was a Netcat shell, so you're gonna have to host a file somewhere, but it doesn't necessarily need to be on another site. But I guess it's safer. I don't know. Maybe they did have a point with that, but the proof of concept still works. So what I want to do now, though, let's go back to Caldera and do a little bit more. So I want to hunt some stuff. And then this is good for me to take into work. Did I close it? No, it's right here. Caldera, boom. So I still have my agent here. I can do abilities. So by the way, another thing, so how do you know if it was a reverse shell? So how do you know if it was a reverse shell? Oh, you mean as a blue teamer? You don't. It's actually a good technique. Like you don't know. Like there's no way to know that. Now Netcat will be in plain text. So eventually if you're using Netcat, you're gonna know. But given the red team uses an encrypted way of connecting and or something like that, you wouldn't know. Like there's no way to know. So yeah, it's a good technique. There's no detections for that right now. My best bet is to just I would say in that case keep regular users from doing DNS lookup. You know, I don't know. that is a good question though. Keep regular users from doing DNS lookup, which is gonna make a few people mad, but that is definitely a blind spot. But what you can do in Caldera is you can train. You can train to be what is that? It trains you on certain things, and they give you hints and stuff like that, and you get flags and things like that. And there's a blue certificate and there's a user certificate. I guess user being actual Caldera user, but essentially what I'm basically saying about Caldera is it's worth the install and the pain, because once you install it and it gets working, you get like, this is better in my opinion than Try Hack Me. Try Hack Me is still good, but Caldera is cutting edge when it comes to this stuff and threat emulation. Now it might not be as hands-on as somebody would like it to be, but I'm telling you, understanding what's going on is crazy. It's critical. What was I gonna do here? Oh, so I'm gonna do some persistence, because I want to really know the latest persistence techniques. Like that is on my mind. It says we can create abilities. That's dope. I think it's access though. So we did persist, and we did see this earlier. We can run another ability. Do I want to do any more persistence? I just thought about it. Counts. Nope. They don't have any registry persistence, which I'm a little bit upset about. Okay. So we'll just move on. So persistence is one of them. Exfiltration is the next. And which one do we want? I wish I could do cloud account. Let's do cloud account, because that's mad relevant, bro. When I tell you that's relevant, transfer, compress, archive to separate S3 bucket. I don't have one. That's the thing. I don't have an S3 bucket, bro. Damn. What I could do is probably tomorrow, set up an S3 bucket, and we could do some actual real world. What's good, man? What's good? We can do some actual real world exfiltration to see how that looks. Scheduled transfer, automated exfiltration. We don't want to do any of those. We don't have a lot of time. Alternate protocol. That's probably looks regular. Exfiltration of unencrypted to cloud storage. Now I may be able to do that. No, can't do that either. Don't have those accounts. Web service. I don't know what that is. Data transfer size limit, C2 channel. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna have to go with. So I guess just execute. We'll let it run and then we'll see. I was just learning about adversary emulation and where to treat. You're already doing a video on it. So that is going to be all week. So I hope you can like attend the live stream all week, because the whole week until Friday, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Essentially what I was telling people earlier is we're kind of getting our feet wet right now, but what we want to do is we want to chain these events together so that they make sense and that we're not just hunting one at a time. Like we want to chain these. It failed. That sucks. But we want to chain these together so that once they make sense, we can either pull the PCAP and examine it, or we can pull the Splunk logs, or both, and then go through it. And then that's one way. And then the second way that we can get after threat, finding threats and then simulating threat emulation, is we can actually download PCAP from actual attacks, and I have a few websites on that. So all of that's coming soon during the week. Sometimes you gotta bear with my videos and my live streams because things don't work, etc. I don't know why, and I get pretty animated about that. Host directory compress. Let's see. Let's compress. What is Paul? P-A-W. Paul. Is Paul me? Is that me? Server. I don't know. Yeah. I'm I'm excited too. I got up like super early and stuff, man. Just to play with this stuff a little bit. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Let's try ICMP. That sounds dope. Exfiltration of specified blah, blah, blah. PowerShell will utilize pings to exfiltrate notepad. Okay. I like it. Let's try it. But yeah, and I was telling them if any red teamers out there, or any threat emulators like Caldera, like frameworks like this. Now this is the free version. There's a paid version of Caldera. I can't think of what it's called, but these are the way, because it's a lot of value for not a lot of effort. Failed again, bro. I don't know why that's failing. Do I have is my agent good? This is it. There's nothing going on here. We can reach out to the internet. We can reach out to bad guy IP. So everything's good. I don't know what we're feeling there. Let's try HTTP. So I didn't want to try HTTP because let's just do plain text for now. Maybe that is it. We're using this for our class exercises, actually. Yeah, that's yeah. This thing is something else. I got a few things actually. So I got this, and then just to be redundant and extra, I also have, which I haven't even demoed yet, and I promised it on the actual title, so I probably should come through on that before people start calling me out. We're gonna have to toy with the exfiltration more, because again, like I did in the video, the threat hunting video, the two things that your boss, yes, failed again. So we're gonna have to play with that to make sure that we are doing the right thing. Unable to connect. I didn't even look at this. It's invoking a web request to itself. First of all, how are you gonna get content on an executable? First of all, that's jacked up as it is. Like, you know, you want to get content on a text file. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay, that actually makes sense. It's gonna just stream it in bytes. That's just the corny way of doing it. Invoke web request, and it's trying to download from itself and post to where? I'm not sure why it's doing it like this. Because it certainly could just post to me, and then that would make sense. Let's try that again. Runability. Did they just absolutely screw up? PowerShell will invoke web request using post method to exfiltrate notepad to a remote address. Yes, let's change this. How do we change that? That makes no sense. Are you serious? All I have to do is just put my IP there and everything will be fine. To remote address default, but they won't let me change it. They're calling it default. They can't scroll here. So we're gonna have to look up some help files or something. But it doesn't make any sense to exfiltrate to the same place. I'm not doing that. That is very strange. So there's nothing going on there. We'll have to figure that out. I'm very interested in exfiltration and things, but I think command and control gets after the same thing. Technique, choosing ability, DNSC2. We'll do that probably another day too. Regular beaconing. Probably do all of that another day, but just know that that is there. And the two things we're focusing on is exfiltration, command and control, or 3, and persistence. So everything else is going to be kind of like a chain of events, and we're not going to focus on those. I do want to show you one more thing, and that is clear CLS or administrator. Yeah, so CDC. I think it's Atomic Red Team. Am I not in PowerShell? CD invoke Atomic Red Team. And I got some stuff here, so I can just do I have, oh, let me think. I don't know why I closed what I had going on, because this is like one of my first times using this. So Git module, let's see if it's in here. It is not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up again how to do this. I'm just looking at while I'm on live stream. I went over it last night, but then I just immediately forgot how to do this. Immediately forgot. But it's not I guess in fairness to me, it's not super intuitive because you have to be in the right directories and stuff. Okay, so it says I have to do import module, invoke Atomic Red Team. I think that should work. So do git module. So we have it there. So from here, you can just say, damn, I exited. No. I'll do this later. Cancel. No. Oh, live streams, bro. Invoke atomic test is what it is. Invoke atomic test. Now, the thing about invoke atomic test, we're doing basically the same thing. Also, do you have any video in which you set up detection labs from the start? Ooh. I might do that. But this, yeah, detection labs in general is like crazy. But yeah, I probably can carve out some time toward the end of the week to set this up so that everybody will be good. Everybody can have one. I would tell you that for what I have, yeah, for what I have, this was really easy. Detection Labs kind of walked me through that. Speaking of Detection Labs, Wednesday we're gonna do something on Azure too, so that's exciting. I'm excited about all of the learning I'm gonna do this week. But we're just gonna do credential dumping here, T, and see if Splunk will pick this up. T103, and then we'll do show. What? How do I do this? I'm looking at something. I know this is a lot of dead time, but I'm trying to see how I can show my commands. So I think it's dope. Show details view. Okay, it's just show details, not show details brief. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff, bro. So as you see, if you are a red teaming aficionado or some kind of attack dude out there, the difference between Caldera and this is you get the actual commands, bro. You get the actual commands. I think in Caldera, it's some of that, but it's not as, to me, it's not as verbose. So for example, you want to do OS credential dumping, boom, tag commands, copy item, all of this or whatever the case. Now, some of this stuff is like, I don't know, a little bit cheesy to do, but if you are, let's just say a threat emulator, if you're a red team or whatever, you do these tests, you copy these, you put them these into your playbook, and now you are basically a walking, talking red teamer, and you could just do stuff based on what you got because it's already here. Let's see, finally, before we get off, if we could detect any of this in Splunk. So we'll do a 5-minute window. And there's only certain sources that I need. I don't really need Zeek today, so I want to exclude Zeek. Yeah, exclude Zeek. Damn it. I want anything network related, not today. I think later as we start to detect, as soon as we start to put signatures on C2s, because I want to download what's that other one? Sliver, and there's a new one that's out. I can't think of the name of it. But all of the free C2s, we want to start to fingerprint those things. So that's I guess as a red teamer, you defeat the fingerprints, and as a blue teamer, you find the fingerprints. We don't want Suricata either. Or do we? We might. No, we don't want Suricata. And so from here, we start seeing, we don't want security because security is, it says security, but it's not really like good security. So whatever. So we don't want that right now. We may want that later. And there's another source in here that I don't want. What is that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. But there's action removed. I don't know what that means. I want to get straight to the hood rat stuff. Oh, this is Osquery. I don't know how to read Osquery, so I'm gonna have to learn that. But for now, I want to say not you. And let's see if we can find the credential dumping stuff. This is always interesting. Network connection detected. This is, where's the binary? There's no binary. Image system. Okay, that's probably something automated going on. Event code 10. Why is that? So we're not really interested in event code 3 today. So we're gonna exclude this from the search too, because we wanna specifically go after. And by the way, process access Osquery D. Okay, so this is part of the credential dumping. I'll tell you right now. Boom, LSAS. But we still don't know that. But I know that because, how do I put it? I know that, but I don't know that. I know that because I'm running the simulation, but if I'm putting on my blue team hat right now, I don't know that. So I hope that made sense. We don't want any of this. So exclude this from search, because that is a something. But oh yeah, a lot of my job is just a lot of clicking around. And then once I like just get familiar with, like, once I feel like, all right, this event code is what I want, then that's when like the thread hunt begins. Right now I'm seeing a lot of 12 and 13. Is it 5-minute window? So what we can do, it's not really, let's do task category actually. Task category, executing pipeline, DNS query. Let's do these in, so you could do stats count by task. But yeah, stats count by task category. I'm very loose and very undisciplined with the use of seams, so it's gotta give me a break there. Image loaded. What else do we have there? Let's go back, because I might want another thing to go with that. Image, is that what they call it? That's not a real good. Okay, so as we see, we have lsas.exe making DNS queries. I've never seen that, unless so I'm thinking that's gonna be bad. We have pipe created, and then there's a lot of stuff that we don't care about in here. Let me see, 20 per page, but we don't have, we have other pages. So I'm interested in this one and then this one. Let's see, count. So let's see this event in a new window though. So pipe created between what and what? Doesn't look suspicious at all. What about you? Search indexer and something. So none of that looks suspicious. So how about we just return all of this? We just want to return all of this because maybe there's something relevant there. And then we still want to stats count by task category image. We know that we just did some credential dumping. Oh, we didn't try the LSAS one. So let's do this. I don't understand why LSAS would do a DNS query though. Something in my head isn't the, if we go back to our attack, we'll see that we had gsec dump. What is that? Why do people hit me up? gsec dump, which I've never even heard of that. Must exist on this specified location, which we got that correctly. So we should have this in PowerShell logs actually. And then this part should be more PowerShell logs actually. I don't see any, yeah, PowerShell logs. Which I don't like to depend on PowerShell logs, but I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Like, I don't like to lean on PowerShell logs like that. Oh, so service host was the way to actually go there. Let's go back. Service host file created. Yeah. View those events. Service host. That looks good. That looks good. So the reason why I like, so as you see, like I'm stumbling trying to hunt myself. Like that's the beauty of purple teaming. Like I ran a command and now I'm like struggling to try to find out what I did. And that's how you keep your skills tight. That's how you learn. I do know that I could go to, the point there being though is like tools like Caldera. I just ran Atomic Red Team. These are cutting edge tools, and I know like pen testers, like they have one job to get in, or like if we do hack the bots, we have one job to get in. But if you want your skills to be, damn, that's just, damn, okay, wow. If you want your skills to be like solid and have a wide range of skills, like once you learn your pen testing stuff and everything like that, you want to download these red team tools, do exactly what they're doing, use the latest tradecraft, and then at minimum be able to talk about that during like future interviews. And then especially if you want to move up and be like managerial and stuff like that, that's exactly what you want to do. We want to get into some SSL. I've talked way too long. There's one thing that I'm looking for though, source type. I'm going to show you what everything that happened in PowerShell logs as soon as that comes up. There's a lot of things going on just like 4 boxes, bro. Like seriously, just 4 boxes. What is it, source? I don't think it's source. It's not host. I don't care about that. Maybe just drill down on, I don't know. We're not gonna do that either. This is a lot of, there's a lot of stuff. It should say Microsoft Windows PowerShell operational. I'm gonna go from there. This thing is pretty slow because there's a lot going on, man. Can we say not Zeke? I don't know. This attack is pretty good because I'm not able to find it. It's as if it didn't run. So that's good and bad. So I guess that's going to be, I'm going to just take the L. I'm going to take the L there. What if let me go back. So I'm curious. This should have, I don't know if it evaded PowerShell's detections. Maybe it did. It might have evaded PowerShell detections. I'm not seeing that any. Let's try gseg dump and see if we have anything in there. I didn't expect to be stumped by my own self. I expected to like find it. Find me gseg dump. And let's do a larger time range. Let's do 30. Wow. Here we go. All right, so we finally do have PowerShell logs, and because I cheated a little bit, we are able to find the malicious stuff. End test, begin test. So if you didn't know anything about tests, how would you know this is malicious? Well, if we were to, I don't know actually. So this is a script. You basically, a lot of times what you have to do, especially in my field, is you have to set aside your own lab and run some of this stuff until you kind of get used to what you should and what you shouldn't see. You have to kind of like do that. But there's nothing that absolutely just says, hey, we're dumping credentials, at least from what I see. So a little bit disappointed there. Thought I'd be able to find it. How about you? Dump credentials for memory. I know, like, I'm ignoring all of that, right? Like, of course I see that. I'm actually trying to see the actual artifacts of me me dumping stuff. Because I'm telling you, like, an attacker wouldn't have all of this description stuff. It would just have just straight up command only. And that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, this is a pretty good attack. Yep, pretty good attack. So I do see service host exe dump. So anything that's .dump is like definitely, yeah. For two reasons. So let's just say you have a game or something like that, and it has a .dump, meaning that process has dumped everything that it knows, like all its memory, into a DMP file. That's bad. That's really bad. We can pick those. We can pick the DMP files up, and we can get information out of those. It's really bad if you have a DMP file for LSAS, which is not. I don't think that's that is not a Windows function, but a person could do that. Person can go and dump that file. It's not easy because you have to be system. You have to be pretty elevated if you're in a current and up-to-date environment. It should be elevated and difficult to do that, but yeah, it is a thing. So watch out for that. So I had fun. I got a little bit frustrated, but overall I had fun on this one. Tomorrow we'll figure out why Caldera isn't we just simply want to put our IP address in there so we can exfiltrate some information, and then we want to chain attacks together so that they're realistic, right? So yeah, I hope you learned something. This is a lot of information, man. I even learned something. So we're going to keep Splunk up. I'm gonna at some point try to walk everyone through. It's difficult for me to do walkthroughs, but I'll try to walk through everyone on building a lab like this. But just you got to be patient on that. Wednesday again, I'm super excited because we're going to do Azure the same way. So all you red teamers and you blue teamers that are worried about cloud like me, we're going to learn something. So I'm out. I appreciate everybody stopping by. This was a fun one. Peace out. Peace out.